Somebody was hopping on earlier, and like, "Hey, sis, how you doing?"
No, it's me, Cletus.
I'm gonna tell you something. There ain't nobody. I mean, look at us. There ain't nobody on the planet that's gonna not believe that we ain't blood brother and
I
sister.
know.
Because we
Okay,
both
so
damn good. We both damn good looking, as I
she's
say with
pretty.
my pretty smile.
I got all the teeth.
I know it.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
it. No, I got to
Um,
do these cameras, and I just wanted to try it because I figured if somebody hops on, they hop on.
right,
Um,
right.
and
Um,
this way we could schedule, maybe do this. Because again, you know what? I don't think it'd be a bad thing if half the screen I'm fishing and the other half you're talking about whatever. I mean, because it's
I'm
got to
told.
be more exciting than watching somebody's back while they're
Oh
catfishing.
God, isn't that the truth? Okay, so today when I went to the Walgreens, they had this on sale.
Straight. What is it? Oh,
It's
huh.
supposed to make me sit up straight.
Like it pulls your back around.
Yeah, but my girth is a little bigger than most, and it's not.
No, 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 no. Mine's
It
bigger than
I,
yours is.
I'm like,
Hello, whoever joined. Please give us a like and tell us that we got sound. Sorry, Trace. I didn't mean
okay.
to.
Well, I thought, well, okay, if I don't like it, I can always give it to Katie. She likes all that kind of stuff, especially with her scoliosis. But
I sent a thing to Brad. I called him and left a message. Did I
uh
tell
huh.
you? Yeah. So I hadn't heard back from him. I didn't think I would, but
He and Beth have been, from what Carol says, he and Beth have been a little bit closer, which is nice.
good.
Normally
Yeah, I
would
knew
look
they had a
at that.
falling out for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to get out of this damn thing. Oh
I
gracious!
wish I could do that with my with Beth, but you just can't trust somebody when they do crap like that for that
Well,
many years. I mean, I've forgiven everybody. Don't get me wrong.
no,
Everybody's forgiven, but
yeah,
yeah, just
no, I get that. But the thing to me is, we're born with a certain family, and then in life we gather another family,
oh, absolutely, yeah.
and the family that we gather, we've got to choose. But the family
Hey,
that we're
Grady, how are you
born
doing,
with,
man?
uh, you can take it or leave it. You don't have to be a part of it if it's not good.
Fit, right? Well,
For
that's the other thing is, they say you can pick your friend, you can pick your nose, you can pick your friends, you can pick your potatoes, but you can't pick your family. Hey, everybody, welcome, like and subscribe. This is Radar Bush Camp with my sister in
Hello.
Florida. Hey, Anna, how are you doing today? Grady, welcome. Y'all like and subscribe to our channels. We have a really good time. This is the first time Sis and I've gone live together. We thought we'd try it. I'm working on game cams that we're getting ready to put out in the woods. And Tracy done went to the Walgreens this morning, got her something fancy to make her sit up straight.
Yeah, I tell you what, you can't send me into Walgreens. I mean,
Hey,
I
Michael, how
love
you doing?
everything, you know. Um,
How much money did you spend? $470.36.
I no, I did not spend that much, but it wasn't cheap. I spent. Are you ready?
Yeah.
$72.17.
Damn, that's pretty good. Did you get any prescriptions?
No, I don't
Oh,
have
well.
prescriptions.
Kevin, hey, how you doing, man? Like and subscribe. We're just playing around with this. I'm Radar out in Idaho, and that's my sister in Florida. We've never gone live together, so we're trying it. I'm working on game cams that I'm putting out in the woods this weekend. We're just having a large time, enjoying life.
And
How's Mama?
oh Lord, she's at work. She's fine. She I don't think she's gonna work
Good,
Friday,
Kevin. Good, man.
but yeah, she's doing good. Um, she lazy. I mean, she's not lazy at work, but once she gets home, she's lazy.
Yeah, well, she's been working for, how old is Mom now? 82?
87.
Hey, God almighty.
Yeah.
I should know
Oh.
that, but holy crap.
But
Wow.
yeah. Once she gets home, she pretty much sits in her recliner. She's like, I told her she'd grown a penis because she just sits and she, It's the truth. And I said,
Oh, I know.
it's because she'll just sit in that recliner and think that,
Oh shit.
I'm supposed to bring her beverage and what have you. And it's like, okay, no, you still got 2 feet. You can get up. She bought herself a bottle of wine.
Did she
Now,
really?
yes, she did. I don't know what
Mama's drinking. Thanks, Kevin. It's
it's
funny.
not. It's not like some kind of. It's I don't know what it is. It's not Boone's Farm, but uh, she bought.
Mama's drinking booze for him. The only
But
crap that we could afford when we were kids, when we were
oh
sneaking
God, yeah.
out, that and Mad Dog 2020.
Oh God,
Uh,
can you imagine? But yeah, so she bought that and she brought come toting it in the house, and she says, "I think when y'all are away." Oh God, it's Dwayne.
can you
Hello.
answer? Excuse us. We're just having fun playing on here,
I
you
didn't think
guys. I
you
appreciate
were.
y'all
All
hanging out
right.
with us.
Talk to
That's
you
my
later.
sister. She has a really cool
Okay.
channel, Granny Southern Corner. Check
Bye.
it out. I do fishing and hunting and all that stuff on Radar's Bush Camp. So like and subscribe if you enjoy that stuff. But my
Um,
sister, I keep saying she's got an accent that makes mine look like I come from New York City. New York
New
City.
York City.
Remember
Um,
that? Paste, what was it?
oh
Paste
yeah.
pecani sauce.
Well, and those Dijon mustard ones where they drove up
Yeah.
next to each other.
Oh, do you have any Grey Poupon?
Grey Poupon, that was it.
That's
Well,
it.
so mother comes toting in that bottle of wine, and I'm looking at her, and I said, "What you gonna do with that, mother?" And she says, "Oh, I think Max and I'll have it while you're away." I said, "You gonna get drunk as Cooter Brown while I'm gone?" I said,
Kevin,
"You'll fall down and break your hip."
she was talking to her husband. That was her husband. He called Dwayne Allen. We tease at Dwayne Allen because he's a Yankee.
Well,
And we mean this in the most, how do you put it? Like, we love,
affection,
with the term of endearment with him.
of
He's a Yankee because
course.
we tease him because he's from Ohio. But they're farmers, and his dad worked. Dwayne Allen's dad worked for, was it Ford?
He worked
Hey
for
Fletcher, how you doing, man?
uh oh good Lord. It was a subsidiary of Ford. Oh God, I can't remember the name of it now. But yeah, Dwayne's precious. He had
And he
texted
loves
me
you.
on his way
That's the
home.
one thing. Couldn't ask for a better brother-in-law because he loves my sister. Ain't no doubt about that.
Oh
He's
yeah.
grumpy. He's a
Oh
grumpy old
Lord, yeah.
man.
He grumpy and he a procrastinator on the nth degree. But there ain't nothing in the world he wouldn't do for us.
I know it. I love him. I just like
Yeah,
teasing him. If we could just get him away from that Go Blue Michigan crap, he'd be perfect. He really would be.
Lord,
But
ain't that the truth?
ah,
He said
man,
something the other day about canceling my stars. Cause
your
all these
what?
the stars where you watch TV. Anyway, because that's where my Outlander is, and that's what he calls my porn. But it
16, Mickey.
it's one of those, you know. And so I said, well, if you cancel stars, you
Bye.
cancel the Big Ten network.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I said,
right.
you ain't canceling stars. He's like, okay. I'm like,
Mm.
no, it's a tit for tat here now. I know I ain't getting up going to work every day, but you got food.
I figured out I've never been able to do that because you and so all y'all who are watching us, this is the first time we went live together. So we're kind of doing this to see how all this works out. I'm putting game cams together, and Sis is sitting there petting the Labrador Retriever, and
No,
that's
I
not
just
like
got
code
this
for.
daggum thing off of me. It took me that long to get that thing off of me.
Well, like somebody just posted something pretty negative, and I don't know why people got to get on here and be nasty. We just two folks having fun, and enjoy y'all dropping in and saying hey and like and subscribe to our channels. We have a lot of fun on here. But I just figured out how to delete the messages because thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it, man. And we always go back and subscribe to everybody who subscribes to us. We believe in everybody helping each other out. YouTube's making a gazillion dollars, and at some point, I don't think it's going to kill them to give us a little bit of that. But anyway, I just figured out how to delete a message. Now, I don't know how to block somebody because you and JW have been doing that. Like,
Yeah,
I guess. Or we have been lucky. We haven't had a
we've
bunch
been
of people
lucky. I
being.
mean, yeah, and quite honestly, if people can be as negative as they want to, it's not going to change me or you. And If
We
they don't
from the South. Hell, we don't give a shit about much of nothing as long as we got beer and dogs and
at this
you know.
age,
Yeah,
if
that's the other thing. Yeah, yeah.
I don't care, you know.
That's just it because they get on and they'll say something about Gramps. Like I take that as an offense. I'm a granddad and I'm proud of it. And yeah, my complexion's wore out at 61 years old. It's been burnt in the sun. How many times us growing up? I mean, I
And
don't care. I'm
I
missing teeth
still get
because I
sunburned.
can't do anything about it right now.
I still get
Kevin says,
sunburned. I still, I earned every crinkle that
"Yep."
I have.
And most of yours are laugh lines. Did you know
Well,
that when you look at me when I crinkle? And I see this is how I usually look because I was pissed off at everybody in Alaska because they weren't going fast enough when we were
see, I
flying.
don't have that one.
You don't have that one because you're a sweetheart.
No.
See,
Well, cause I learned early on. I don't know who I got it from, but it was a term called "be a duck," and basically it just meant let
yeah.
stuff roll off your back because it really, in the end, don't matter. And I watched a thing the other day that said something to the effect of it. What it was a quote off Designing Women of all shows,
Oh,
and
really?
her talking about the fact that 10 minutes after you're dead, there's people that just forgot about you at that point, and
Shit, they done forgot about you before you died.
so that's the truth. So it's like, you know what? Be the best person you can be and enjoy your life. Don't be a pain in the butt to other people, but
Hmm.
I'm not here to impress nobody. I'm here to take care of the ones I love and to enjoy my life. Period.
See, now y'all know why I'm such a ray of sunshine because of my sister. I'm just
Oh
so
yes,
damn happy all the time.
Matthew has always been a ray of sunshine. Yes, you know there. I think the
You
only
lying? Your nose is gonna start growing.
if you ever
Uh,
look at our yearbook, you probably don't have one, but I have one, and there there's our picture smiling
mhm.
there, a regular, but the only picture of like the two of us together in the yearbook,
Yeah,
we're laying there
I was
donating
giving
blood.
blood.
Yep,
Yeah, I
we're
was giving
donating
blood. That's
blood.
right. You were laying next to me and we were giving blood. I remember that. You
Yep,
sent me
yep,
that picture. I
yep.
actually have that picture in my phone. And
And the
God, we look
reason,
so young.
oh, we were young, we were babies, and the reason we would give blood is because you got out of class.
Yeah, and you got to get a cookie and a thing of orange juice.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It
if you
wasn't
were if
because we were trying to be, fine American
civically
citizens.
civic consciousness had nothing
No,
to do with it.
It's because we got out of class.
That's a
Yeah,
fact. That's a
yep,
fact.
yep.
Dog,
Did
we
you
grew up in a
know that
great
I
place.
have given over 12 gallons of blood?
Holy crap.
Mhm. Yeah.
I had to stop when I caught that
Well, nobody
toxoplasmosis.
wants your diseased blood.
No, exactly. And if I give blood, they said it will give the toxoplasma like no, but you can't catch it from me. I caught toxoplasmosis for those of you watching from cleaning a wild hog, and it's basically like malaria.
Come on.
If you it's a parasite. Once you catch it, you can't get rid of it. And I was sick for a while, but you can't give blood because it will. I'm not an organ donor because if I donate my organs, it will give that person toxoplasmosis.
Right, right.
So yeah, so I'm not because people think you're an asshole because you're not doing not an organ donor, and I'm like, no, I'm trying not
There's
to
a
get anybody
reason.
sick.
Yeah.
Um, but
I
yeah,
am an organ donor.
of course, you got pretty organs. I'm sure
Oh,
they're a
I'm
ray
sure
of
they have
sunshine.
fabulous organs. And I'm O positive. So, and my children are O positive.
I know it.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
And I got some old AB blood. Like my blood's just it ain't nothing special. You got that special blood.
I got, yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I'm
That's
always
funny.
interested in the number of people that don't know what kind of blood they do have.
Hey Ryder, how you doing, man?
But
I
yeah,
don't really know. I think
you're
I'm
one
AB
of them.
negative, something like that. What's that?
You're one of them.
Yeah, I'm just one of them normal people that got bad blood. I don't know. Welcome, Ryder. We're just hanging out with my sister here, being groovy, and she's in Florida and I'm in Idaho, and we've never gone live together. And she's got a cool channel
He
called
said,
Granny's
"Hey,
Corner.
Matthew."
Hey, honey, how you doing, Max? Labrador Retriever.
He's sitting here looking out the door like there's somebody gonna come home any minute. It's like they ain't coming home any time.
Can
No.
you see this? So this is one of my pet spiders. You see that little spider right there? I have a spider.
Go down a little bit. Or
I
bring
gotta go down. Hang on, he's coming. Come here, buddy. So this is one of my. So this little guy, y'all might be able to see him now, right? Yeah, right there. So what he does is he sits in this window, and like if I see a fly, I'll catch it and I'll feed it to him, and he'll take it from me just like the dog, and then he runs over there and yeah. What do you think
Yeah.
about that, sis? I know you're not big on these critters,
Well,
huh?
I like critters, but that's a bug.
Well,
I
no,
like
look at
bug.
that. He's got a hell of a personality. His name's Wilbur, like Wilbur the pig, but
I know. I
Kevin
know
thinks the
who
dog's
it
cute.
is. The spider
PJ, we
Charlotte
do
fool.
that. Like and subscribe and come back a few times, and we'll make you a moderator when we've been around. Because we don't want to. We've got it really nothing against you, man, but we kind of got to get to know you a little bit because
Because
people
we're
have bad.
special.
Yeah, well, it's not that we don't like people. We're actually come here,
No.
buddy. See, he's
No,
mad because I ain't got him. I ain't got him a fly. Oh my hell!
I hate
It
flies.
ain't like we're just covered in flies around here, but okay, we have a fly.
That was quick.
Well, because I'm in the garage and I got the door open and we processed that meat the other day.
Oh,
He must
yeah.
have already caught one because he's like not real.
He's not hungry.
No, he ain't hungry. He just came out and said hello. He's waving his little foot at me, Can you imagine? He's looking at me and he's got 8 eyes. There's 8 of me. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Good
I'm
God.
like, damn, he's probably traumatized. Or he feels sorry for me.
Well, it could be a little bit of both.
Probably. But anyway, yeah, he's just hanging out, helping me out here. So I gotta go to the doctor in Idaho Falls. So Nancy's coming home at 12, and I'm scared of spiders. That's his fear. Kevin, I'm sorry about that. I understand it though, because
Snakes.
you all gonna laugh about this. I've been a pilot and a crop duster and a bush pilot, flew for an airline. So I've been in the air my whole life. And I've even jumped out of an airplane twice with a parachute, obviously. I've jumped out of them a lot when they're on the ground. But I'm scared of heights. I do not like standing on the edge of a cliff. Now, if I got to get an elk and there's an elk over there, I'll climb. I'll do whatever. But just to go stand on a cliff and
Mm-mm.
look down, I don't like that. I don't freak out, but that's my one thing. I'm scared
You
of
know
heights. Like
that thing in Chicago where you can go out in that plexiglass window up in that big
yeah,
old
yeah,
height
up in the
thing?
Sears Tower. I went and did that, and
No.
I put my head against it. And the other thing, and I had to like ask the doctor about this. As I got older, that fear got worse,
Hmm.
and I was like,
Yeah.
why is it that I'm getting more scared of heights? It's because your body's telling you don't need to fall down. And I'm like, well, that kind of makes sense, but falling down from my short little fat self and falling off a
Right.
300-foot cliff are two different things. But it gets now that I'm feeling better, it's actually going to scared of fame. Kevin says fame. Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah. I don't know, man.
do you remember when we were kids and you get in the swimming pool and you'd see how many forward flips you could do
Yeah,
underwater? Okay.
yeah,
Well, so I'm trying to teach your grandbaby how to do the forward flips in the pool. And I can still do them, but I get dizzy. I'm like,
yeah,
"Oh my gosh, I've got vertigo or something," because
yeah,
it's like, okay, this did not used to be an issue. I could do flips all day long underwater. Now I still can do them, and she's quite amazed that I can. She's quite amazed anytime I can do anything athletic, which let's
yeah,
face it, everybody really is. Um, but I'm like, okay,
uh,
I'm just getting old because I don't like that water in my ears and going up my nose and
oh, same,
no,
not same.
yeah.
Sorry, sis. There's a
Well,
delay.
oh, I see.
Um, anyway,
Um, well,
no, you're right. Well, I remember mom one time. My mom, um, good God, I was teasing her about having fat calves because mom was a dancer, and so hey JW, fun fact: there's an ice rink on the roof of that building. Ice skating on the tallest building. Did you know that? I didn't know there was an ice rink on the top of the Sears Tower.
I did not
It's a
know
Sears
that.
Tower, isn't it? I didn't either.
I bet it costs a fortune to go on it.
Kevin said he's way too scared to do a backflip. For those of you who don't know, Tracy and I are not blood related. We have been like a brother and sister since what, 6th grade? We knew each other before then, but 6th grade. And so, like she was saying when we started this, is you get friends in your life that are family, and their family is my family. Her mom's been Mama White when she was married to Tracy's dad, and I have a
Yeah,
hard time
Mama
calling
don't
him.
call him Radar. Mom says,
No,
"Hey, Matthew."
Matthew, right? Plus, I can't call her Barbara. I mean, my
No,
mom. What I was going to say was I was probably, I don't know, 12, and my mom had fat calves, and I don't mean fat calves like fat. She danced her whole life. She was a dancer, so she had really strong calves. And I remember one time I said something about it, and I said, "That's all right, Mom. Cowboys like fat calves." And you know that she kicked me in the butt so hard she lifted me up off the ground. Then, and then she didn't hurt me. She was just, kick me in the butt. Anyway, and she said, "I'll show you fat calves." You know that woman did a no-handed cartwheel, and she had to be 50-something years old.
Carol
And I
can
was
still
like,
do a back handspring.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin says he's way too scared to do a backflip. Me too. I'll do it in the water.
I can
Like,
do it in water
yeah. But
and
I
walk
ain't
on
going to
my
do it on
hands in
land.
the water, but I've never done nothing like that on land. Good God,
Mm-mm,
no.
mm-mm.
I couldn't do
Jay,
it.
I'm glad. I hope Jay's feeling all right today. I guess I could talk about this because he put it in the comments on one of my videos. That, did I tell you about that, Tracy? He's had his
Yeah,
back's is worse shape than mine. It severed his spinal cord. And I mean, I can't imagine the pain that man's in because I know you've seen me, and it's
right.
excruciating. I can't imagine. I wonder. I wonder if, and I'm not taking anything away from it. I wonder if having your spinal cord severed. I wonder if that would take some of the pain away. But in dealing with my back, when I couldn't walk for that year and a half, it was excruciating. And so I always thought the people who were paralyzed, that were in a wheelchair didn't feel anything. And that's bullcrap. They're in pain all the time because the
Right.
nerves are still doing what the nerves are doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't realize that. And it's like, I got a whole new appreciation for that because I always thought they just, and
Well,
Jay's been doing yoga, and somebody had told me that too. I've been doing
mhm,
some of the stretches, and that numbness in my right foot and my right big toe and all that
yeah,
stuff because of doing those yoga stretches, it actually makes it better.
it
Uh,
does. It does. I'll do, and I know it sounds just funny as all get out, but I don't do yoga in the floor. That hurts. But I'll do yoga in the pool, and do ballet stretches and all that kind of stuff in the pool. Um,
yeah,
and I'm lucky, we can be in the pool for 9 months.
there's
Now,
small water charters.
honestly, we could be in the pool all year, but I ain't getting in
Oh
there.
yeah, I know it. I can't. We go to the pool all year, but it's in a. So Jay's partially paralyzed. Hey, small water charters, man. He's Okeechobee, Florida, passing through. They must be going fishing today. Kevin said he doesn't like doing backflips in the pool even because he's afraid he'll split his head open like he did before. Yeah, I've split mine open a few times, but I hurt the concrete worse than I hurt my
I was
head
gonna
because
say that's a
yeah,
hard
I'm a
knock right there.
that's a fact. But yeah, Jay, I appreciate you sharing that the other day because I pray for you every day, man. Now because that's hard. That's just
Well,
I got him. That's why I did that thing this morning because I can't. He's way too small water charters. Yep, we're heading to the Donkey Land this evening. Gonna go catch some. Hey, what are you getting into? How come I get out here and you got to get into everything?
it's just because what dogs do.
There,
Oh Lord, hello, Piper.
Piper says, "I want to get in on this. What are y'all doing?"
Hey, Piper.
This is my small Monsterlander pointer. I had to give up Labrador Retrievers because they're too heavy. I could pick this one up. She's only going to be about 50 pounds when she's full grown. And what's Max? 90?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I
I
think
just can't.
I think he's 93. Yeah,
Come on, good girl.
he's a strong boy.
Yeah, they are. Oh, here comes Cessna. She wants to get in on this too. Cessna says, "What's going on?"
Why?
She could jump
Why
right
did
up
you
here.
get
This is a
on TV and I didn't?
Yeah. She's like, "Wait a minute here, Cess. Watch this. Whoa! You almost didn't make it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Dustin, come on, load up.
Okay, you don't need to be growling at nothing, Max.
Well, she gets up here because she wants to see what everybody's doing. And in
Of
the
course.
boat, y'all seen, she loves knocking the doggone camera over. And she's like, y'all are doing something up here that I need to get involved with because I smell jerky in that pack. All right, come on. Off. Good girl. Come on. Here, come on. Good girl. Crazy dogs. Anyway, yeah, we've had a large time. And now they're going to start barking. But we thought we'd go live just to try this and do it together because if you get us at the right moment, especially my sister, I told you she has an accent that puts mine to shame. But when I start talking to you, it don't take long for it to come back out because Nancy will come home and she'll say, "You've been talking to Tracy today, haven't you?" First time she did, I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She goes, "Because your accent comes back just hardcore."
When I go up to spend time in Lake City, it gets worse.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Around that crowd. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because I got 2 of the cousins that I'm gonna see this weekend and from up there, and so it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Small waters. If you're still on, you guys be safe and catch a big one. And I subscribe to your channel, so I want to see some pictures of today. Like I want to see a 10-pound bass. So do me a favor, catch one on that frog. So I'm gonna live vicariously through them.
So I got in the truck today to go get the propane, and I look over there in the floorboard of the passenger seat where my feet have to be on our vacation.
Thanks, Kevin.
And it is full of fishing gear.
For this weekend.
I said, Dwayne, because he calls every day at lunch. I said, Dwayne, honey, where are my feet supposed to go?
Oh, you gotta love him.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, okay, we got to figure out someplace else for this fishing stuff to go. But I can understand it because you got to put it inside or it get stole.
Did y'all figure out where the hell to put that? Where to put in the?
Yeah,
boat?
There's a place called Rogers Park over there.
Is it on the river or?
Yeah,
it's on the river.
Yeah, it's
but
on
can
the
you
river.
get to the? Can you get to the Gulf?
You can.
Now, okay, I didn't think so. That's what I thought. I didn't.
You can. It's kind of loopy, but he also said he wouldn't mind driving down there. Drive down and put it in closer because it takes so long to get on the boat because you got to go so slow on those waterways.
Yeah, you can't run on a plane on that river.
No.
It's just like you got to idle. It's idle speed everywhere.
One of the other things I thought was kind of interesting, you can get out of your boat on it, on the waterway, but you can't not touch it. You have to touch the boat. That's
yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been in places like that. Well, that's kind of like what we have to do in a fishing tournament. Like if you got to go to the bathroom like number 2 and you need to get in the water, you could do that, but you got to be hanging onto the boat the whole time. So every time we do that, my partner, I was smart enough to plan ahead for that, but he'd have to get out and I would put the boat in gear and start dragging him around, just for, Kevin said he misses his dog. His dog ran away from home. That sucks.
Oh, that's
Sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
Well,
so the next door neighbor
had never run away from home. I don't think he would, but
good God, no! Are you kidding me? It'd be like running away from heaven. Our dogs are like so well taken care of. They might go chase something, but they ain't gonna stay gone long. They know where that food's at.
He don't even chase a bunny rabbit. He just kind of watches it run by. He a lazy dog. He a lazy dog.
Lazy dog.
He's sweet, but lazy.
I just thought we'd try this to see how this works. Because like I say, I think if you were to do this and I'm fishing and you're doing your thing, that might be fun for people, especially you and I going back and forth, usually a good time. It's kind of more fun when Mom is there putting her 2 cents worth in.
Oh yeah, she'll holler out comments. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So what'd she do? Did she go back to work at the packing house because she couldn't stay retired, or she's just going in sometimes, or what's she doing?
She works 25 hours a week, Monday through Thursday. And basically, they asked her, would you come back and do this?
Well, of course, she's one of the few people. Man, that woman's forgot more about the citrus industry than
Oh
I
God,
even know.
and she knows everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and so she's like, "Yeah, I can do that." But when I start to feel overwhelmed with it, I'm out of here. And they said, "Okay, that works." And it actually it's good for because I think that sometimes when people retire and they don't do something else, be it a
Oh
hobby
yeah.
or whatever,
At
they tend
87,
to die.
at
Um,
87, she would not. That's what I was worried
yeah,
about. But if
yeah,
she's
and
working, hell, she'll outlive you and me.
oh yeah, because when she is home, like on a Saturday, sometimes she'll be sitting in that chair, and I'm like, okay, old lady, you got to get up. You've been sitting for 3 hours. You
Yeah,
got to get up and walk around. And you
yeah,
can't do that. You can't just sit sedentary for hours at a time. I tend to be up and down, up and down, up and down all day long. Uh, if I just sat still for that long, oh my God, I'd hurt. My body would hurt.
yeah. That's part of my problem. Is it's like I feel better. Jay probably he might. Hey, football CB, nice to join us. Thank you for joining us. Like and subscribe to. If you don't do it to my channel for fishing and hunting, do it to my sister. She's just a fountain of knowledge.
Yeah,
Um,
that's me.
I find if I get up and move to a point now, mind you, because I tend like that's what happened day before yesterday. We did that fishing in the morning, and I did the
Right.
thing at night, and all the crap I did during the day. They're hauling gravel to the next door neighbors. Anyway, I hurt,
Yeah,
like,
you
and
can't
like laying
overdo.
in that bed, man. Holy crap! You lay in that freaking bed, and then I got to go get in Nancy's bed because I can't stand mine for too long, and then it's just
I don't, I don't sleep a lot, and
hey,
so
hey, quick.
it is one of those things where you have to. It's use it or lose it, and if you don't,
No, I was waving at horror figure setup
uh,
show. He's back.
if you
He's
don't,
funny. He
I was
knows.
like,
He
okay,
knows.
hey, I'll wave
Well, I
at
know
you.
because can you see the comments?
No,
That's another thing.
mm-mm,
But I don't mean to interrupt you, but can
no,
you can't see the comments,
mm-mm.
or you can?
No, I can't.
Okay, and that's good to know because hey, Brady, how you doing? See, I didn't
Oh,
know if
now
we
okay,
went live.
I pushed the little button. Now I can see them, but I'm gonna have my glasses on to see them.
Okay, so you can when we go
Oh, they
live
tap.
together, you can see the comments. Okay, I didn't know. Again, we're just trying this out, everybody. So bear with
Okay, and
us.
it don't stay on. Like I can look at it for a second. All messages are visible.
So next time, let's try. You set it up. You send me the link. You know what
Well,
I'm
you
saying?
don't have to call me and walk me through it because I'm a blithering idiot when it comes to
Well,
technology.
I will. I'll call you. We'll do it one day, and then because like maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know what you got going. I was gonna try and go fish tomorrow morning. The
Okay,
reason I'm not sure if I'm gonna go is because Friday I gotta haul all that stuff down to the Snake River. I got to go put all of that camp in, and then Nancy's coming out to help like finish up or do whatever I couldn't do. And
right,
I'd like to take everybody on a live fishing trip on the Snake River because we're going to catch, if the water's right, we'll catch the big browns down there. I need to
right.
catch supper. I only took one pack of steaks. So either we're going to be eating steaks Friday night and then Wayne Cutler, my vet, who I was, my but he's my hunting buddy as well, my deer hunting buddy. He's coming down Saturday, and it's either going to be Nancy and I will have fish on Friday night, and we'll have steak Saturday, or Wayne's going to have to go catch a fish because
He'll start to.
Um, but we just wanted to try this live thing, everybody, and see
Yeah,
how it worked to do it together. Because I keep telling you on my channel that my sister's a hoot, and it's fun to do this because this is where I love technology. And yeah, Jay says spend your time preparing for the Snake River. He knows, man, because if I go fishing even for a couple hours tomorrow morning, and it's so frustrating. I mean, Tracy, you get this. You've got physical stuff. We're old. We're in our 60s, and I get so mad. I don't know. And that's the other thing with Jay is God, it's so frustrating because I'm used to going 200 miles an hour, and if you guys were watching this channel 20 years ago, Tracy will tell you, you wouldn't be able to keep up with it. You'd have been like, damn, that boy's fishing again. because I was fishing, hunting, flying, doing something. And then now, you know, he said we could do cooking with Granny Thursday and Friday. That sounds like a good idea. You should fix something.
I cook every day, Matthew.
I know, but
Hey,
you should
chicken and
film
dumplings
it.
yesterday.
He's I'm a fish with a pop and a cork. Will that work? Yeah. As a matter of fact, there's been some big bass and big fish caught on a cane pole with a cork, and we're from Florida. Me and my sister here, and we love cane pole. I got some cane poles in there because I like to set them up on the river down there at the Snake for catfish and catch some small bullheads. They're not real big, but you get enough of them. They're
Shoot,
delicious to
people
eat.
still on the canals take them cane
Yeah,
poles and their little chair, or they'll take one of them buckets from Home Depot and sit on that bucket and
yeah,
fish with a cane pole. Still do that.
yeah. Brady used a live big night crawler. Cut the night crawler in half, and more fish are caught on worms. I'm telling you. Secret family recipes on Granny's channel. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I
popping a
don't know that
cork
they're
work
all
at the
that
beach.
accurate, but it is what it is. It's like I hate when somebody says, "Well, how much do I use?"
Yeah, I can't tell
Oh,
you.
when it
If it
looks right, it looks right. It tastes
if
right,
it tastes
it
right,
tastes
it
right.
tastes right. Yeah.
You know.
And Nancy, I'll tell you this: you'd be proud of Nancy for this. The other day we were fixing something, and it needed something, and I couldn't figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
I was like, "Taste this. It needs something." And she just tasted, yeah, celery salt. And I'm like, "That's what it was." I couldn't put it together because you're excellent about that. So
Well,
Brady asked, "Will a pop and a cork work at the beach?" Yeah, you could catch big sea trout if you take a cork, a popping cork, and about a foot and a half below it, put a live shrimp on it. And what you want to do is cast it out there and you pop that cork just like you were working top water. You don't want to move it very far. You just want to pop it, let the cork come back up. And the sea trout get attracted to that popping of that cork and they'll come devour that shrimp. And I never did that a lot, but my dad used to fish for sea trout down there at Round Island. Before Round Island had all that boat ramp and all
right.
that stuff, it was just a bunch of Australian pine trees. We used to go down there, and that's what he did. I was throwing lures, but he'd do that popping cork, and he'd catch them. And that's why I do so well on top water. I don't use bait, but it's you know, um, horror figure setup. So says one time a big catfish using small kid's fishing rod. He was fighting for a while, then got him close enough and got him 15-pounder. Wow, that's a big catfish, and it's delicious. I mean,
Yeah, fried catfish is if they're cleaned properly.
right,
Now you
right.
got to clean them properly.
Yeah,
That's
that's
part
why I
of
think
it.
you should do that. We should do a thing where I'll go catch a bunch of catfish, and then you show them how to cook them. Because man, anything comes out of you, you could take a dog turd and make it taste good. I'm telling you, telling you.
Well, yesterday I made chili for hot dogs. Just it's specific. Okay, by the way, a pack of hot dogs here,
Oh,
beef,
I know.
beef hot dogs, $4.96 at the Walmart.
Yeah.
I thought about you when you was cooking them the other day on your video, but
Hmm.
yeah. So that's what I needed beer for, and then I couldn't get the dad blame thing open.
What
And
kind of
it
beer did you buy?
Coors.
Of course. She went and got one beer.
I bought
One.
two. But they were in these little I say they're cans, but they look like bottles, but they're cans. And you
Yeah.
have a twist top. I couldn't
Yeah.
get the dad blame thing open. I had to call Jackson, my son, and say, if you and Sebastian you need to eat,
Come
can
home
you
and open a
can
beer
you
for
come
your
over and open
mama.
this beer for your mama? And while you're at it, can you open this vodka? Because I couldn't get the vodka open either for my tincture for my soursop. And I said, I can't be an alcoholic because I can't get the
You can't
liquor.
open a bottle. I know it.
I'm
But that's the
stuck.
thing. That's what gets so frustrating. I drop things, and I like be holding like a fish. I used to never drop a fish, and because they're moving around. But I drop them now, and I hate to do that because they hit the boat. I feel bad because I'm gonna throw them back anyway usually. But I'll pick something up, and because I got a bad back, it never stops like I catch it. It always hits the damn floor. So
Yeah.
I got to bend all the way down. And then Nancy, oh, I got to show you this. This is hilarious. So, Nancy, my lovely wife, decided
He is lovely.
I need a bunch of these. You know, the grabber?
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? There ain't no way in hell I'm using a grabber. Well, guess what? There's one in every room now. This is a fancy one for the garage, but I feel so old.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I use the grabber because, I got them in my kitchen. I got the tallest cabinets you can possibly get for my whole 5'1" self. And so there'll be stuff up there on them top shelves. I can't reach them. So I
No,
must got to climb a ladder, which is not a good thing for me to do that.
no,
Or wait for somebody to come home, or I get
yeah.
that handy thing and reach up there and get what I want. Yeah.
Well, that's what Nancy uses them because she's 5'1". She's the same
Yeah.
height you are. So when she reaches up to get something, she uses them for that. I got no problem with that. We're short. That's nothing we can do about. But the fact that I I drop something on the ground and I got to pick it up because it ain't that I'm lazy. It just hurts too much, and I have fallen over. I mean, I'll admit it. I fall over, and if you fall over in the middle of the floor, it's like a catfish out of water in the middle of the boat. Like I
Oh
can't do
yeah.
anything unless I gotta like get myself over to something to climb my way back up. And
Yep.
the dogs got to come help you, but they ain't helping. They just oh god, but yeah. So the grabbers like become my best friend, and I hate
Right?
to admit that, but
You're
it's the
old.
truth. Yeah, I know it. I know it. Well, you're older than I am by
I
a
am.
year and let me think, a year and 9 months. So February,
5.
February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So 9 months. Yeah, a year and 9 months older than I am. Right?
Yeah. Mine's February.
Born in the same hospital in Tampa, Florida.
Mhm.
Was Randy Joe
Yep.
born there too?
Yep. Sure was.
JW says he uses them for putting on his pants and his socks. Yup. Every morning. That's why if I want to go fishing, the reason I go when I go is because Nancy's already up. She helps me get dressed. I cannot tie my right shoe now. Another video you name is cooking. Crazy you. Kevin, thanks for hanging out with us. Jay, appreciate you. Horror figure show. Last year when I was hunting my 8-point buck, scared me. Shot him and he ran. Later we found him. He was walking past our trail camera and we watched him drop there in front of the camera. That's cool. That beats the heck out of. I wish they do that more often because where we hunt out here, it's like Florida thick, and people out here don't like hunting the Snake River because it's thick. And for me, it's actually wide open compared to Florida. But yeah, that's a good buck too. You got to get on and I subscribe to you Horror Figure Setup Show. You need to post a picture of that because we like looking at other people's deer and fish and all that kind of stuff
Yeah.
because we
Just
know what it's like to catch that. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, look, it's 11:30. It's 11:30 Mountain Time. You got to go pick up a grandbaby, don't you?
I
Or no?
do.
What time? At 2?
Whenever I'm ready.
Oh, I thought she got out at like 2. Um,
You know how it goes.
I know. For all y'all have been hanging out with us, like and subscribe. We have fun. This is a good way to have phone conversations together without being on the phone where everybody else can hear it. Because
Exactly,
I
because
don't
we're
think we
fascinating.
exactly we're fascinating. Plus, I don't think we have any bodies that we've hidden lately that we need to worry about talking about. So I think we're good.
No, we know how to get rid of them bodies, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was
Tribal
a
chief,
conversation.
acknowledge me as your tribal chief. Okay, you're our tribal chief.
Sure.
Um, Thank you, man. I subscribed to you the first time I watched your live stream. I know for Horror Figure Show, and I appreciate you. That was awesome. Plus, I went and looked at your stuff the other day, and he
Well,
knows the
Matthew,
Creep Show.
you do exciting things. I don't do exciting things. Well, I do exciting things. I just don't film and I've never done a live other than this one. Uh, Not to say that I won't someday, but if I if I fish, I don't fish. I don't hunt. I cook, but
Tribal Chief says you are now a part of my bloodline. I was
see,
actually indoctrinated into and accepted by the Yupik Eskimo tribe in all of Southwest Alaska. Made a
well,
lot
they're
of
not
friends up
tall
there.
people either.
No, 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 no. Matter of fact, that's why we all got along. I was tall there. in Alaska with all my Eskimo friends. And there's Athabascan Indians there, and I got indoctrinated into that too. So I am Yupik Eskimo and Athabascan Indian by proxy. So I appreciate it. I know that that actually means a lot up here too. It really does. So is this the result of inbreeding?
No, we've
No.
been tested.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's funny because people get on here and they'll say something like, you know, something bad. It's like whatever. I mean, I'm sorry that somebody's life so I guess bad or miserable or whatever. They gotta project
Whatever.
that on other people because we have fun. We could We could go play jacks and have a good time. I
Oh
mean,
yeah. And unfortunately, I think personally, the art of conversation is being lost. Number one. Number two, the ability to express yourself without using a lot of profanity, that's lost. The other thing is that if if there's a story that you want to tell me about your grandpa, I know who you're talking about.
right?
So that's something that if I want to tell you something about, whatever, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
And so it's something that as we age, you know, we don't have as many people in our lives that know who we're talking about.
right. Well, and all most of them are gone. You know. Hey, Gray Wolf, thank you very much. Gray
You
Wolf
have a
said both
blessed
you.
day too.
Absolutely, man. Um, YM, dude, it's not a joke. Not it's a joke, not a chicken. Don't take it. Oh no, we just were talking about this earlier. YM, we were because I don't think that you're being
No,
nasty because some people get on and they're just nasty. And again, the guy the other night, that was funny. I mean, it was funny. I caught it because
yeah.
otherwise I should have kept going with it like you would, on TV or something.
Well,
But
it, I I've lived with some people who are offensive. Now,
oh yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
but it takes a lot to truly offend me, except for if you are around children.
Messing with yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Don't be doing offensive things in front of children.
yeah,
Just don't.
yep,
It's not appropriate. But as you know, we're adults, and
yeah. It's all fun. Thanks, YM.
yeah.
Appreciate you. Like and subscribe. Tribal Chief was a WWE champion for 1,316 days. Well, that is 1,316 days longer than I was a WWE champion because, man,
Or
them guys
myself.
are in shape. Remember watching them, Dusty Rhodes? Everybody was running around in seventh grade. Dusty Rhodes.
Oh my lord, my grandpa, he would sit on the edge of his recliner and he'd do the moves and he was shaking and a jiving and you could not convince him that this might not be real.
Yeah, right. I know it. I
He
know
was into, and that was his thing. Grandma watched her programs, during the week.
it.
And
Right.
on the weekends, he was watching that wrestling.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I just never got into it. I mean, we watched a little bit when the Dusty Rhodes thing took off and Ric Flair and all that. And it was fun, but we knew it was,
So
you
there
know.
was somebody, Taylor, Dr. Taylor's son,
Oh, really?
who wrestled. You remember Christy Taylor that was a
Yeah,
teacher?
yeah,
Okay, her
yeah.
brother.
Well, they lived. Donnie Taylor was.
They lived over on the beach near Date Palm, and yeah, he wrestled.
Yeah, because okay, so Christy Taylor had Taylor Lagoon right there next to the house on the beach where I live, where I'd go put the boat in at their
Yep.
place. And but Donnie died. He's the one that drowned over there at Bethel Creek.
I don't
Was it was it Donnie? Because remember he drowned. Because Dad, when he drowned, the day he drowned, like as soon as we found out, well, as soon as they found out about it, Dad like
Yeah.
down near Barber, and my dad came down there and snatched me up by there. I thought I was in trouble, and he's like, don't you need to y'all midget corn. Um, he came and told me you need to stay away from Bethel Creek. I don't want you using that rope swing down there. Well, I never went down there because that's where all the big kids went anyway. I
Right.
wasn't old enough. I mean, I'd go down there and nobody picked on me because Donnie Taylor, I remember Donnie, and
Yeah,
that's why I was really sad that he drowned. But I remember it upset Christy, the teacher,
right.
because she was older than him by quite a few years. I mean, remember she was already teaching, I think, when he drowned.
I
If
don't
I
remember.
remember, maybe not. I don't remember.
Matt's memory is much better than mine.
Thanks, JW. The Horror Figure Show. My pop would always watch NASCAR and WWE. He would go all out for NASCAR. He would buy tickets, dress up, and cheer. Good times. Yeah, I got to go. So Sammy Yarborough. Here's a quick story. So Sammy Yarborough, who is Cale Yarborough's cousin, Cale Yarborough and Sammy Yarborough were all crop dusters. And so I got to go to Darlington back in like 2004, I think it was. And Fred Nolan worked with Easy Go Golf Carts. The guy who owns Easy Go in Augusta, Georgia's name is Robert Sample. Robert used to rent the golf carts to the NASCAR tracks, like in Darlington and in Bristol and any place that was around South Carolina. So I got to go up there one year and I met Sammy Yarborough, and Sammy runs the Darlington track. He did till he passed away. He invited me to bring a crop duster and land on the. He told me to come up there and land on the track. Because it's a big track. I can land a crop duster in there. And he told me, while you're here, Radar, you just act like you own this place. If anybody says basically, when it was the weekend that Jeff Gordon found out he was getting divorced from Bree. And so what we did was the night that we heard the news about this, because that's the weekend he found out he was getting a divorce, because he was at the racetrack, and I guess she was at home changing the locks on the damn house. So we went with white shoe polish and wrote on everything Jeff Gordon had there: Bree's new race car, Bree's new semi, Bree's
Y'all
new
are
motorhome.
evil.
Oh well, because we had to mess with him, and we found out that uh Jeff Gordon has no sense of humor. And that was the weekend that weekend, Tony Stewart, we were teasing Jeff Gordon about the fact that him and Tony Stewart could get married now. And
Oh,
so that was the weekend Tony Stewart got in a wreck at Darlington. So he got knocked out of the race. But I mean, yeah, NASCAR was fun. But I watched a few races growing up. But then after you've been to a NASCAR race and you basically had run of the place, I've only been to one other one, and that was in Bristol.
right.
But NASCAR, it's just changed. It's not like it used to be. They tried to get it all, I guess,
I,
woke or
yeah,
whatever they did.
we
Are you
went.
going? Are you going to pick up a baby?
I am. I'm in my car. I went. Yes, I
Oh,
went.
cool, horror. Please do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I went to Daytona 3 times. Never again in July.
No, it's hotter than hell.
Never again in July. I might do that February thing.
Yeah, the February's okay. Yeah.
That's all right. But the it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I've been there, done that. I don't really have to do that again.
Wyoming Tribal Chief. One horror. Hang on, sis. Horror Figure Show. I'll check it out. Please do that. Tribal Chief and YM are going at it. We're about to have an Indian fight.
Uh
What you got on your shirt? What's your shirt say?
oh. Rise and shine. Give God the glory.
Amen. Amen.
Dadgum bugs. I swear to God, I can't stand them.
Are you in the Mustang?
No, she don't like to ride in the Mustang when it's this hot.
Oh,
So I
my
don't.
brother-in-law, quote unquote, bought my sister a new Mustang that she's not allowed to drive.
Exactly.
I think he
Yesterday,
bought himself a Mustang.
he did. Yesterday, I didn't have the baby, so I could take the Mustang. I come bebopping out the house with the keys. No Mustang. I called him. I said, "Where's my car?" Oh, I took it to work today. I'm like, really? The one day I want to take it, you done got it. You done scooped it up, and he won't let me drive. If I don't care where we're going or what we're doing, I'm not allowed to drive. And I'm a good driver.
Oh, I know. You are. You're better. You better driver than I am.
I've been driving since I was a wee child.
Well,
Longer
you
than
got a
you
year
ever
on.
have.
You got a year on me.
Well, oh God, I can remember. Because you know I'm older than everybody else that we went to school with. And so I got my driver's license way before everybody else.
Yeah.
And I bought my car way before everybody else got their car.
That big old blue Ford Torino. Was it a
Yes,
Ford? Was it a Torino or Granada?
it was a Torino.
Yeah, Ford Torino.
And it was kind of a cross between a purple and a blue. And the thing of it was, there was no parking space for students when we
Right.
when we were in
Right.
8th and 9th grade. There was no parking space. So, uh, yeah, I had free reign of where to park.
That's right. Till we got to high school.
Oh Lord, yes. And then you're parked next to every portion. You remember when I want to say it was one of the Lambeth children.
It was. It was Scott Lameth. I was about to say. I know what you're going to say. When Scott Lameth got a brand new Z28.
And
Sis is driving. This should be fun. Yeah, please behave. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. YM, thanks for hanging out. We're on here just having fun. My sister just froze up because she's driving to go pick up her child. And I was going to call it quits here in a minute anyway because it's a quarter till 12 and I got to get to the doctor. But Jay, thank you again. I love you, brother. I got to come see you, or we got to get together somehow because you need to send me an email. I could get your information somehow. There she is. What the
yeah,
hell happened?
I don't
Hell
know.
out.
It had to connect to the car one and not the house one.
Oh,
You know, because my fancy dancy car has its own little thing.
Nancy's new one does. I get in there and I get lost. It'll hook up to my phone or her phone or whatever.
Oh
But
yeah,
um,
I
see,
got way
look at this.
I got way
You,
too much.
you, you and I even got the same chin now. You know that? You and I got the same chin, sis. You just got prettier hair.
I do got white hair. You know, and that's kind of where Anjo does too. My sister, my birth sister. We
Yeah.
both got white hair, and my daddy. You know, I don't know if you remember this or not, but my dad had white hair when
Yeah.
he was 30.
30. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
He looked older. Because that
oh
was when he
yeah.
was a cop still, wasn't it? He was still a cop in Bureau there, wasn't he?
And one of the things he did as he got older, he started dyeing it, which just looked ridiculous. But um, you know, we all do something ridiculous from
Well,
time to time.
that's what people think I do to my hair because I don't have a lot of gray. And so my mustache is gray. And so people think I dye my hair. And I just don't have, I got a little gray on the side, but I just haven't grayed up yet. I guess I haven't earned it. But my mustache has been gray since I was like 35.
Well, I don't know. We just got, you know, we now
Good
Red
genes.
puts colors in hers. You know, she'll do red and blue and all this and that. And I don't do all that. I'm too
Uh-uh.
lazy. I ain't doing all that.
Well, look, we've been on here for an hour. I'm gonna get so I can go do that. JW, thank you. What I'm gonna do is I think you're right. I'm gonna blow off tomorrow. Maybe I'll just do something live with Sis again tomorrow if you're up to it, Sis. And then while I'm putting that stuff together, because we can
Yeah,
chat while I'm doing that. And then I'll teach y'all. We'll be fishing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because we'll be on the snake. So let's do that tomorrow, Sis.
I'll be here. I won't.
What do you
I
got?
ain't going nowhere till Friday.
Y'all leave what, Friday morning?
Yep. Yeah, Friday morning.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow then. We'll just do it tomorrow.
Okay,
And I'll
that
call you on the
works.
phone beforehand, you know. We need a
Yeah.
campfire cooking show, Radar. That's what I was thinking. When Nancy and I were out there, if I could catch a big old trout, I'll cook it out there Friday night. Because when we get out there, she really likes having fresh trout. So I gotta make sure I don't mess around and go actually catch a fish. And,
You know why I had to go get the propane tanks today?
What's that?
Because my cousin's bringing an entire bushel of peanuts for us to boil.
Oh, well, that'll be good. You gonna do?
Oh, I love me.
You gonna do part of them Cajun or just, you know?
I don't care. Whatever they want to do, I'm easy peasy.
All right.
I can't eat very many.
I love you, sis. Thank you.
And thank y'all, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everybody for all you who liked and subscribed. We appreciate it. JW, I really appreciate you, man. Shoot me an email on my @RadarsBushCamp at Gmail so I could get some information from you, Jay. I'd really like to talk to you, man, in person. Well, but I love you, sis. Be safe today. Tell everybody I said hey. Give the family love.
Yeah, give Nancy a hug for us.
I will. Y'all have a good day. And JW, quit wrestling them possums. Trout, pheasant, or that annoying possum who tries to fight me all the time. JW is a possum wrestler. He's a professional possum wrestler. Yep. Well, I tell you what, if anybody would like to have done that growing up, if that was a thing, I'd have been there. I'd have been a professional possum wrestler. I wrestled some coons. I wrestled some skunks. I've caught a possum, but I've never wrestled it. They got, well, remember, hey, before I get off, remember with Jimmy Durrell? You weren't at Beachland, but Jimmy Durrell caught a baby possum and Mama was above him. And I told him, I said, I don't think that's a good idea. And Jimmy Durrell grabbed a hold of that baby possum and Mama Possum whipped down on top of him and lit into him like a damn Tasmanian devil. And he had to go get rabies shots.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll never forget that. That possum, man, that possum tore his ass up. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for everything today, JW. Anybody who just got on, like and subscribe. We have a good time on here fishing. And my sister's a hell of a cook, and she's got fountains of knowledge. She's a veritable fountain of information.
Well, and you can always just ask. I may know, I may not know.
That's true. I love you, sis. I'll catch up with you later.
All right, bye.
All right, see ya. Bye-bye, everybody. Appreciate you joining us.